Ariana. The girl who refused to be silent. In the ancient land of Iran, where mountains kiss the sky and poets once wrote of freedom, there lived a girl named Ariana. She was born in the city of Shiraz, a place known for roses and verses of Hafez. Her grandmother used to whisper those poems to her at night, saying, "One day, little rose, your voice will matter." Ariana grew up under rules that felt heavier than the desert heat. In school, she was taught what to think, what to wear, what not to question. Pictures of leaders watched from classroom walls. The news spoke with one voice. Fear moved quietly through the streets. But Ariana had questions. Why were her mother's dreams cut short? Why did her brother speak more freely than she could? Why were books banned? Why did truth feel dangerous? When she was 16, protests began to spark across cities like Tehran and Isfahan. It started with whispers, then chants. Women removed symbols of control. Students gathered in the dark, holding candles like fragile stars. Ariana felt something awaken inside her. She did not pick up a weapon. She picked up a pen. At night, she wrote stories and poems about girls who ran barefoot through open fields. She posted them anonymously online. Her words spread, first across her school, then across the city. People didn't know her face, but they felt her fire. "Freedom is not rebellion," she wrote. "It is breath." One evening, security forces stormed her neighborhood. Doors were kicked in. Phones were searched. Ariana's best friend was taken away. Fear wrapped around her family like smoke. Her father said, "Stay quiet. Survive." Her grandmother said, "Truth survives longer than tyrants." The next day, Ariana did something small, but brave. She walked to school without bowing her head. When a teacher repeated propaganda, Ariana raised her hand and gently asked, "If we are not afraid, why are we not allowed to speak?" The room fell silent. Punishment followed. Suspension, interrogation, threats. Her online identity was eventually discovered. She was arrested for spreading corruption. In the cold cell, Ariana remembered the poetry of Forough Farrokhzad about light breaking through closed windows. She realized something powerful. They could imprison her body, but not the idea she had already released. Outside the prison walls, her writings continued to circulate. Students quoted her. Women painted her words on walls at night. International journalists began to speak her name. Months later, under pressure and global attention, Ariana was released, thinner, quieter, but unbroken. She did not become famous. She did not become a politician. She became something more dangerous to oppression. She became a symbol. Years passed. The struggle in Iran did not end overnight. Change came slowly, painfully, like dawn pushing against a long night. But Ariana kept writing, teaching, speaking softly, courageously. When young girls asked her, "Were you ever afraid?" she smiled and said, "Of course." Courage is not the absence of fear. It is loving freedom more than fear. And somewhere in Shiraz, roses still bloom.
My city is never silent, but I find little corners where it pretends to be. In that hush I hear the weight of them, telling me how to dress, what not to say, what to forget. They want my thoughts to stay covered like my